What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone, where we are going to talk about Motta not being happy with the first preseason game, despite being it the first preseason game after an intense training week. He himself said he was not impressed. He was not happy. He was not convinced with what he saw, because I think he believed really, like, he has an idea of play, like he has his way of playing football, and he wasn't convinced on how that was kind of put out there on the pitch. And we were going to talk about it because there was a lot of panic after the preseason game, the first one, 3-0 L. A lot of drama, a lot of, not haters, but a lot of questions, basically. A lot of, you see, it's not that easy. And yeah, it's not that easy. Everybody knew that was not easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And it's not looking easy right now. But Motta is still very confident, despite being quite harsh after the first preseason game. So that's what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's go. Okay, so 3-0, first preseason game. A lot of things have been said since that game. I think a part of the media that backed Allegri so much were feasting, and that's not a surprise, nor do I really blame them, because that's their ammo, that's the way to go. I don't think it's fair towards anyone at this moment in time. It's like people saying, now Locatelli is flopping under Motta. Like, I don't like certain players. I'm the biggest Locatelli fan, but not even I can do that after the first preseason game playing with youngsters, saying that, you're flopping under Motta now as well. I don't think that's fair to anyone. I don't think that's fair to the players in itself. If they sell players, I'm okay, and I have no connection with any of these players, so I'm fine as long as you replace them and you make it work. Otherwise, you're in the wrong. Obviously, I'm fine with it. But it wasn't good. We saw it wasn't perfect. We saw good things. We saw the ideas, but we also saw some very bad, worrying things, even though it's being one game. And I was like, calm, we move on. And Motta had this to say. He said that it's normal to have a bit more difficulty because the players are training hard, but the defeat is a wake-up call. We need to improve quickly. The positive aspect of training camp is that the time spent together. And Perin said kind of the same thing. He said that, and Motta said it's not a good thing to lose. It's never a good thing to lose. But Perin said, like, it's only good if you learn from it and if you take this defeat in a good way. And he was talking about, we know how to take it. We know how we need to convert this into a positive, or like in a good way, because he said it's all about confidence. He said we are learning new things and you need to get comfortable in doing these things. It needs to become automatic. There needs to be a belief in yourself. There needs to be belief in the teammates. There needs to be belief in everyone, so that you can create a new idea of football that's gonna look better, that's convincing, that is sustainable. That was what Perin was kind of saying. And he said about the players, we're all doing our best, we're all chipping in, we're all trying to pick up new things and kind of piece those things together. That's why I think it's important to have your main guys in as soon as possible, but that's a different topic, obviously. But in general, Motta was quite harsh. I thought he was going to be very relaxed. And he said, we need to improve very quickly, because he said, I didn't like that we could not control the game, as it should, even though I think in the second half we controlled that game. He said, but we needed to control it in a better way. We need to be more composed in possession, calm, calmly playing the ball around, being convinced about what we're trying to do. That's what Perin was saying, and that takes time. I think if you believe that everything is going to change with one move, with 1 month, in 1 week, in one game, then you are going to be in for a very long season. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but at the end of the road, May 25, I need to come on. For me personally, I need to come on and I need to say, yes, I believe in what they're doing. There's still some tweaks here and there. Yes, we need some signings. We need to move on some players. We need to tweak things here and there, but this is it. This is the direction. This is what is going to bring us to the top again. This is going to make us win stuff. That's what I need. And I don't believe that's going to be next season. Again, If it's Motta, Allegri, Pep Guardiola, no matter who the coach was, I was not expecting that. But there needs to be improvement, and that's what Thiago Motta is also talking about. It needs to be better. Yes, I have an idea of play, and the players are learning it, but it needs to learn. They need to learn quickly because football is coming quickly. That's why I think there are going to be hiccups, especially early on into the season, where things are not going to go smoothly. When you play a Roma who are kind of gelled in, yes, they add Sule and they're going to add Dovrik, I think it is. Most part of that team is still gelled in. It's the same guys. With us, we are trying to move on a lot of pieces. We can start against Como in an ideal situation in terms of like the signings are all here with a new center back, a new goalkeeper, maybe two new midfielders starter, a new winger starting. Like we can start against Como with 4 or 5 new players in that starting 11. That's going to take time to gel with the players who are already going to be here and with the players who are just new in general with each other. And on top of that, some of them are coming in later than the others. So it's not going to go smoothly. It's going to be bumpy, but you need to be patient. We all need to be patient, especially before saying this is not good enough. Yes, this is Juve. We need to win. That's the goal. That's always going to be the base. If I see this going nowhere, just to an epic fail and we're going to lose, then I'm going to say it's not good enough. That goes, I don't care if it's Motta, if it's, again, Pep Guardiola, if it's not good enough, it's not good enough. But I'm willing to give them time if at the end of the road I can see, okay, this is an improvement. But what Motta was saying was kind of interesting. He said this needs to happen quickly, I don't think he's doing any complex things. If you go up the media, the way players talk, it's not like it's complex. It's just it's completely new to what was happening last season. That's why I said so many times that Motta has a tough job no matter who comes in because there's no base. That's why they're changing so a lot. There's no base. You can say, okay, I'm gonna build on that department because that's solid, that looks good, I don't really need to make any tweaks to that. There is nothing that has been built the last 4 years, so you kind of need to burn it all down and build it up again. And that's what he's trying to do. That's going to take time. If we play our last preseason game against Atletico and we look like we did in that first half, even though we have our main guys out there, then yes, you can worry. But right now, I just need to stay calm. It's all about fitness level, especially this past week and the coming week and a half. It's all about fitness levels, getting the ideas here and there, getting the new players in, all those things before you work towards that Atletico Como game where you have 2 weeks to actually really prep in terms of, okay, this is what we're going to do. These are probably going to be the first 11 players on my team sheet until, I don't know, maybe 3 September or 2 September when the first international break is there, to say, okay, this is the base, very basic stuff, to actually get through those first couple of games and then we can move on. That's basically what it needs to be. But as Motta said, time is ticking. It needs to be done quickly, and the players are warned. He's also He's also a coach who, he said it, I'm gonna play the guys who are best, who are fit, who are ready, and that's it. No favoritism, which is good. That keeps everybody on their toes. But let me know in the comments what you think. Are you worried? Are you calm? And why or what are you worried about if you are worried?